Hello students, in previous video we are just reading the introductory part of the trigonometry. Now the part 1 of the introductory part is already given in YouTube. Now part 2 of the same topic, introductory part only, the part 2, now I am making the video. Okay, watch it very attentively. So here this part 2 is trigonometric ratio, trigonometric ratio. Okay, so trigonometric ratio, the concept of trigonometry ratio, how can we understand the concept of trigonometric ratio? Okay, first of all, before before writing the ratio, trigonometric ratio, I just want to tell you the concept of trigonometric ratio. How does this come? Okay, so you just see here, if you draw one right angle, okay, right angle triangle, okay, we draw one right angle triangle in which one acute angle is theta, okay, another can be whatever, okay, you take one acute angle is theta, suppose this angle is theta. We know about right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, one angle is always right angle and other two angles are acute angles, and we know that trigonometry studies especially about the acute angles only. It deals with acute angle, okay, trigonometry deals with acute angle. So acute angles are very, very important in trigonometry. Okay, so in this right angle triangle, this angle is theta. Now I will draw another right angle triangle with the same acute angle, but bigger than this. You see, size is bigger than this, but same angle is same, theta, it is also theta, and angle E is right angle. Now I will draw one again right angle triangle with the same acute angle, this is also theta. Okay, the name I will give you G, H and I. Okay, if we draw 3 right angle triangles or 4 or 5 whatever, okay, if those right angle triangles have the same acute angle, in this ground, if you find the ratio of any two sides, okay, if you find the ratio of any two sides of this triangle, okay, and if you find the same two sides of this triangle and same two sides of these triangles, okay, like if you find the ratio of hypotenuse with respect to this angle, this side is hypotenuse, this side is base, this side is perpendicular. Okay, similarly with respect to this theta or this acute angle, this is H, this is P, this is B. Similarly here H, P, B. Okay, yes, the measure of or the length of the sides can be different in all these 3 triangles, right angle triangle. Okay, but if you find the ratio of one pair of sides with respect to this angle, okay, with respect to this angle, if you find the ratio of any one pair of sides, okay, ratio of any two sides, and here also ratio of those two sides, okay, here also the ratio of those two sides, like if you find the ratio of H and B, AC and BC, okay, H and B, hypotenuse and base, here also if you find hypotenuse and base, here also if you find hypotenuse and base, then what will you find? Though they have the different length, okay, the lengths are not, lengths of the sides are different, even though if you find the ratio of these two sides and these two sides, then you will find the constant. Okay, you will find the ratio will be constant, means all 3 ratios will be equal. Okay, means AC by BC and DF by EF, GI by HI. Got my point? These 3 will be equal. Or if you find ratio of these two, okay, these two, AB by AC, perpendicular and hypotenuse, here also you have to find perpendicular and hypotenuse. This, the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse of this triangle and ratio of the perpendicular hypotenuse of this triangle and ratio of the perpendicular hypotenuse of this triangle will be equal. Okay, DE by DF. Okay, it is GH by GI. Okay, so what we understood here, if you will have two or more than two right angle triangles with the same acute angle, in that ground, with respect of that acute angle, if you find the ratio of any two sides of one triangle, then that ratio will be equal to the ratio of the same two sides of other triangles. It will be always equal. Now this relation only means the value of the ratio will be constant. Okay, value of the ratio will be constant. Condition is here, acute angle should be same and all three triangles should be right angle triangle. In that ground, what happened? The ratio will be constant. Ratio will be constant. Okay, these things can be proved also, but I am not going to prove it. So I am telling you that taking this relation only, the concept of trigonometric ratio can be understood, or you can say that taking this relation in view, in concern, the concept of trigonometric ratio is broad. Okay, so here now I just want to tell you, I will come to trigonometric ratio only. Suppose it is a right angle triangle. Okay, it is a right angle triangle A B C. It is a right angle triangle. So if you see, according to this angle, with respect to this angle, okay, suppose this angle is theta, or any angle you can write theta only I am writing. Suppose this angle is theta, or suppose this is angle is beta. Okay, beta. Now with respect to beta, this side will be perpendicular, this side will be hypotenuse, longest side, and this side will be base. Okay, if you find the ratio of the sides with respect to this angle only, this acute angle, if you find the ratio of the sides, you can at the maximum you can find 6 ratios randomly. If you do, like, I will find the ratio of the pair of sides. Okay, like AB by AC, one ratio. Another is BC by AC. Okay, another is AB by BC. Another is BC by AB. Another is AC by BC. Another is AC by AB. See here, with respect to angle C, that is beta. Okay, with respect to angle C, beta, you can obtain how many ratios? 6 ratios. Okay, like if you obtain this, if you take this is suppose theta, it was beta, suppose this is theta, angle A is theta. Now with respect to theta, okay, with respect to theta, if you find the ratio, then also you can find maximum 6 ratios. Okay, the same way you can write the same AC, BC by AC, AB by BC, BC by AB, AC by BC, AC by AB. Okay, with respect to beta, you could obtain 6 ratios. With respect to theta also you can obtain only 6 ratios. Okay, now with respect to theta, what is AB? You have to recognize it. Okay, with respect to theta, AB is B. Okay, and AC is H. You remember it. Okay, now first, before doing this, I will do this with respect to beta. Okay, with respect to beta, this AB will be P, so AB is P, AC is H. Okay, Now with respect to B, BC is B, AC is H. Now with respect to this angle only, AB will be P only, P, BC is B. Okay. Now with respect to beta only, BC will be B, AB will be P. Now AC will be H, BC is B, AC is H, BC, AB is P. So you just see here, you always remember with respect to B, this ratio B is P and AC is H, means AB is perpendicular with respect to this angle and AC is hypotenuse with respect to this angle only. So the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse is denoted by one identity, that is sine. Okay, so it means that this is the formula of sine. This is the formula of sine. You always remember that ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse is always known as sine. Okay, with respect to angle C, or you can write angle beta. I can write C also, I can write beta also, no problem. So the ratio of B by H, ratio of B and H is always known as cosine. Okay, with respect to same angle. And ratio of P and B means perpendicular and base. Ratio of perpendicular base is always known as tangent. So here ratio of base and perpendicular, race and perpendicular, you see here, this is base, this is perpendicular, it is called cotangent. Okay, similarly ratio of hypotenuse and base is called secant, and ratio of hypotenuse and perpendicular is called cosecant. I just want to clarify sine, SIN is sine is also written SIN, sine, okay, in short form. Cosine in short form it is written cos. Tangent in short it can be written tan. In cotangent in short it is written cot. In secant in short it is written sec. Cosecant it is written cosec. Okay, and ratios, these identities cannot be written without angle. So with which respect, with respect of which angle this ratio was obtained? With respect to angle beta. So you can write beta in all case, or you can write C. Write angle beta or angle C. Now you see here, the same problem is here. Now this was all, these ratios were obtained with respect to angle beta or angle C. Now these ratios are obtained with respect to angle theta. Now you see, you have to identify this. Now BC, okay, previously BC was base, okay, with respect to this. Now with respect to theta, BC is what? Perpendicular. P, AC is H only, okay, AB is B, BC is P, okay, it is P, it is B, AC is what? H, BC with this theta, it is P, it is H by B, sorry, okay. Now formula will be same, okay. B by H is, you see here, B by H cos, it is cos with respect to angle theta, okay. P by H, got my point? P by H is sine, B by P cot, P by B tan, H by P cosec, and H by B is sec. Got my point? This is how we obtain, we can obtain at the maximum 6 ratios of the sides of right angle triangle with the respect of any acute angle. Okay, now we have understood that how the ratios are obtained. Okay, now how can we use it? Now that we have to understand this ratio. Okay, ratio, trigonometric ratio has a very important, means it has very vast use in trigonometry. Almost all the chapter has relation with